Hi Pisces, welcome to Light Sage Intuitive. Come on in. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so if you don't find that your message is here, you might want to check one of the videos for your other planetary placements. You might find something there. Also, my intention is that this reading is timeless, so whenever you find yourself drawn to it, that's when it's intended for you. This is a general reading, so I just laid the cards out and we'll talk about what comes up. Whether it's love, career, or whatnot, I'm not looking for anything specific. It's just what's here. Also, I did this differently today. I wanted to try something out. You let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. Instead of shuffling on screen, I thought I would lay the cards out and take a minute to go over them and really look at the message before I started the video. So what I got for you today, Pisces, here in your current position, you have the Strength card crossed by the World. So a big cycle is ending, the world is turning, and something very, very huge is coming to an end, and something new is beginning. And it is requiring a lot of strength on your part. This is not a small thing, this is huge. Excuse me. And it's really, really calling on you to draw upon your strength. I also drew some oracle cards from the language of flowers, and I felt like this message really went here with the current situation. Say goodbye to what you, cyclamen, resignation. Say goodbye to what you no longer need. So I feel like you're in a place where you're having to evaluate things in your life and release those things which no longer serve you, those things which are no longer for your higher good. It's a difficult process right now. I feel for you. It feels like your world is crumbling. What you have beneath you is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of divine timing, patience, waiting. This is happening. It's taking a long time. You feel it, you know it, you see it, you're doing the work, but it's a long, slow process. And I feel like that's another reason why this requires so much strength. It's also about discernment, deciding what things need to be released and what things are going to be carried forward with you in this new cycle. What you have in the past is the Queen of Swords. Can be a Libra, it doesn't have to be. But this is someone who is a feminine energy, who is very analytical, logical. This could have been you coming into this place from a very logical standpoint. You had some realizations based on logic and reasoning about some things in your life that needed to change, or someone in your life came in, maybe you had a discussion, because swords are also about communication, had a discussion, and it brought an awareness to you about some things in your life that needed to be changed. What you have above you, or what's on your mind, is the Two of Cups. So it's about a relationship. Can be romantic, can be family, can be friendship, could be someone that you work together with creatively, but it's about a very significant relationship. What you have before you is the Eight of Swords, or in the near future, or immediate future rather, is the Eight of Swords and the Empress. And I have to say, for a minute, this really kind of stumped me, because the Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, tied, and bound within your own head, imprisoned by your own thoughts, negative thinking, just really focusing on all of the potential failures in an outcome. And then the Empress is about nurturing and abundance. It's that divine feminine aspect. This could be a mother, it could be your mother. You could be a mother. And if it's about you being a mother, you could really be doubting yourself, feeling like you don't have what it takes to be this empress, but you are this empress. It also could be, if this is your mother or a grandmother or a strong female presence in your life, there could have been conflict. There could be conflict between you. But it's in your head. I feel like there's communication that will need to take place. In the card, I felt like this goes here. Stephanatus, cooperation. Take the hand offered or ask. I feel like it's going to be really important, because, the Empress is also incredibly generous. I feel like this Empress could be someone who is going to help you resolve this internal conflict, but I feel like they're either going to come in and offer help, and you need to accept it, or you need to ask for that help. When that hand comes towards you, when that Empress comes in, you need to ask for their guidance and assistance to work through this difficulty. how you feel about yourself or how you see yourself, how you're feeling, is the Seven of Swords. So it can be a card of theft or deceit. I feel like you're strategically planning how to navigate this change in your life, this huge cycle, how to do it the most gracefully, what to carry forward, what to leave behind, what's salvageable, and what's not. And we have Xenia, absence. I feel like what you need to think about as you go through this planning is what is not here is the key. So, as you're thinking about this, as you're strategizing, as you're planning, what is not here is the key. Think about that. You'll understand what that means for you. But what that thing is that's not here, what it is that you don't have that you need, or what relationship, what dynamic in that relationship that's missing that needs to be brought back. But it's what's not here that's the key. The way people see you in your environment or how others see you in your environment is the Tower. This is a huge transition, a change. The World and the Tower are both cards of cycles ending, things being, the Tower's things being destroyed. It can be very, very, can be changing jobs, can be changing homes, can be new relationship, end of an old relationship, but it's, or ideologies, thought processes, ideas you had that you lived your life by, and now with experience and time you need to look back and reevaluate those things because the foundation is no longer stable enough to support you. It doesn't support what you've learned and discovered about yourself. But the people around you see you going through this transition. They see these changes happening within you. They may not understand it all, but they see you going through this transition. Your hopes and or fears is the Five of Pentacles. So you're afraid of being isolated. You're afraid of not having enough, of being cut off or shut out, feeling alone. The thing about this card is that it is self-imposed. I mean, again, take the hand offered or ask. If there's something you need, if you feel like you don't have enough, ask for it. It is there. In the traditional tarot, Rider-Waite, the person sitting there with their head in their lap, sad, locked outside of this building, but the key to enter the door is right there beside them if they just look up and use it. So what you need will be there. I understand this fear, but you will have what you need. You will have it if you ask for it. What you have in the potential outcome is the Five of Wands, the Star, and the High Priestess. The Five of Wands is about conflict. There could be an argument that ensues through this transition that you're going through, but it's something that you're going to stand your ground on this because you believe in it passionately. You know that this has to happen, and you know that it is for your best. With the Star there, it's a message of hope and promise. So even though there will be conflict, with the Star, it's not going to rattle you. You're going to be successful, and the universe has your back. The universe is going to help provide a path to navigate through this. And intuitively, and the High Priestess is you, Pisces, intuitively, you know this. You're fully aware that this is going to happen and that you are going to be successful. You've been realizing this for quite some time, I feel like. And the bottom of the deck for the language of flowers is geranium or virility. Shake it up a little. You've got this. You've got this, Pisces. If the way you're approaching this is not working, shake it up. Look at it from a different angle because you will find your way through this. You are going to make these necessary changes, and you're going to reach your full potential. I feel like that's what the High Priestess is saying as well. You're really going to tap into that part of yourself, that intuitive knowing part of yourself, and just really develop your abilities. I also, and the bottom of the deck for the tarot is the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is about wish fulfillment. You have been in a very satisfied place, but there are some things that are missing. You've almost got it all, but I feel like there's some healing that needs to take place, some changes that need to take place in the dynamic of a relationship in your life, whether it's romantic or familial or a work relationship. But whatever the case, even if it's work, I feel like it has to do with creativity. Maybe you're an artist, musician, whatever the case may be. But definitely a need for change, and it's happening. I mean, I don't see you ignoring it. I see you acknowledging it, trying to do the work, do the steps, thinking about it, but it's happening whether you ignore it or not. And what you had for your oracle cards up here, which it kind of just says the same thing. um, the overall energy is clean it up. So it's time to evaluate and look at those things which are just dead weight, things that you need to release and let go of to make room for new things in your life. Clean it up. Do an evaluation. Do a purge. Um, so you had fork in the road, so there's a decision that has to be made. You're a little cloudy about it. I feel like you also have chop wood, which this card is talking about doing the day-to-day tasks, vacuuming the floor, doing the laundry, going out and weeding the garden. Um, Chop wood. Continue to do those mundane things, those rote things that you do, because I feel like as you are focusing your energy on the day-to-day things that you need to take care of, the things that you need to clean up, the clutter you need to clear out, as you are working on that, you're going to get clarity about which direction you want to go. It's going to help make things more clear for you. And I also feel like part of cleaning it up is there's something that you need to mend. There's a relationship. Maybe there was a falling out. I feel like it was this Queen of Wands, if that's the case. And that's coming back here for healing. But I definitely feel like there's something that needs to be mended, a relationship or connection that you have. And it could be with your mother or your grandmother or a very strong female presence in your life. But there's definitely a need for mending. And I feel like you're going to figure out, not only as you do this, here you are at this fork in the road, as you do these daily tasks and kind of put this to the back of your mind instead of focusing all of your thoughts and energy on it and let it percolate in the background. As you do that, you're going to see what things you need to release, how to go about that. And in the process, you're going to understand how to mend this, whether it's just to forgive someone for your own sake, whether they ask for forgiveness or not, or whether it's you that needs to go in and make the effort to apologize. You're going to figure out how to go about this, how to mend this through doing these mundane tasks. I feel like that's really important. It's going to help ground you, keep you rooted, and give you solid foundation for making these changes and for taking care of these things that need to be mended. Wow. All right, so this is what I have for you. Laying the cards out ahead of time surely makes it faster, short and sweet. Anyway, I hope this helped. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, and I like to think that if you make it to the end of the video that it does. If it did, if you could hit the thumbs up or the bell icon, it helps the algorithm with YouTube to get the video out there for other people to see it. And otherwise, I love spending time with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope I see you again. Love and light.